Have you started your Power BI, please? Start your Power BI. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What can you see on my screen?
The report view.
The report view. Okay, great. That's what I want to see. So any question for me? Is there anything you want me to clarify before we move on? Hello? Any question for me?
No question for my answer.
Okay. Okay. In absentia or no question, then let me move on. Today we are looking at an important information in this class. Remember, remember I told you last week that we did some preparation in analyzing our data. We want to take another step today in I introduce us to measure and calculation in our last class. Those measures are short way of writing formulas. But indeed, in analyzing information and filtering information, you will write some sensitive formulas that will do grouping of your numbers, then you use your hierarchy and grouping to analyze your information. So one of the key ways to do that is creating calculation using DAX. You can note it. DAX means data analytic expression. Data analytic expression, DAX. X is a short form of expression. Okay? So now having understand that, let me move on. What we want to learn in this class, we want to learn about DAX. This class, I will not take you to advanced part of it. I will just introduce to you the basic of DAX expression, and I will leave it there. Okay? We also talk about measure. We also talk about calculated columns, talk about context, and time intelligence. Permit me, I will run through this as quickly as possible so that I will go to the practical. I want to spend just under 30 minutes introducing the theory to you and jump to doing it. So we'll talk about DAX, DAX context, and advanced. I won't talk about that advanced DAX in this class. Okay? So what do I mean by, I've given you the full meaning of DAX. DAX is a data analysis expression. Is a programming language that is used throughout Microsoft Power BI. Underline that statement. DAX is a programming language that is used throughout Power BI. Okay, throughout Microsoft Power BI. Okay, for creating calculated columns, for creating measure, and custom table. That's what we use it for. It is a collection of functions, operators, and constants that can be used in a formula. Okay? Or expressions to calculate return one or more values. The result is to return one or more values. You can use DAX to solve a number of calculations and data analysis problems, which can help you create new information from data that is already in your model. Underline that part, from the data that is already in your model. In Power BI, you can use different calculation techniques and functions to create measures or calculated columns. Primarily, there are many methods you can do. There are many methods you can do that you can use. Primarily, you'll be able to achieve the same results by using these techniques. However, the key is to know how and when to apply them. Okay? To know how and when to apply them. Okay? By having basic understanding of when and how to use which technique, you will be able to create robust and highly performance data models. By the end of this module, you will be able to build quick measures, which we've done last week, create calculated columns, we'll do that today, use DAX to build measures, discover how contests affect DAX measure, use the calculate function to manipulate filters, implement time intelligence by using DAX. Some of them we might not likely touch. They are part of the advanced one. Okay? So here we will talk about, we've explained that it's a data analysis expression developed by Microsoft, and it's a library of functions and operators, build formulas and expressions. And we said it's used to create calculated tables, columns, and measures. That's what it's all about. Okay, we spoke about measure last week. Measure are summarization of a data. That is just it. If you look at the one we demonstrated last week, we talk about it's a summarization of your data. A way of defining aggregate calculation on data, often called calculated measures. So am I communicating with you? That's how we talked about new quick measure last week. Okay? So Power BI measures are the way of defining calculations in DAX model, which give us an aggregate values from multiple rows from a table, essentially a summarization of defined data, summary of data. If you remember your Excel very well, when you capture information in Excel, values, when you select a column of values, without you write any formula at the bottom of the column, you will see the summation of that value there. How many of us take note of that in Excel? How many of us use Excel and take note of that? Hello, class?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get what you said. You said take note of what in Excel?
In Excel, when you select a column that has values, say like scores or mark of your students, when you select it, at the bottom and the task bar of your Excel, you will notice that it's going to sum it for you. Do you notice that in Excel?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good.
No.
What you are seeing below is what you use calculated measure for. It's a summarization, aggregation. I'm just trying to remind you of this you've come across in your Excel before. And I'm sure in your Tableau class, you also talk about summarization or aggregation. Am I correct? You have a group of numbers that you sum together. Am I correct? You do that in your Tableau, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. So it's just like we are formalizing it here. Measures are used in some of the most data analysis. Simple summarization such as sums, average, minimum, maximum, and count can be said through the fields. Well, these are the things you use your measures for. The calculated result of measures are always changing in response to your interaction. Take note of the thing that I'm passing across to you. By the time you write your measure is acting based on the current information. If you update your information, your measure will capture it. So you don't need to rewrite a formula again. You don't need to rewrite a measure again. As your data are changing, your measure is taking cognizance of it. So it's giving you the current value based on your mayor. Most especially when you have a direct query connection on your Power BI query. When you are updating your record, the mails you've already generated is capturing it, is taking cognizance of the information that just come in. Am I communicating to us? Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Good. So the calculated result of measures are always changing, is dynamic. Let me use the word dynamic. Okay, the calculated result of measures are always changing or is dynamic in response to your interaction with your reports, allowing for fast and dynamic ad hoc exploration. Even when you get to the report design, when you are varying the information you are picking in your report, your measure is changing based on the information you are picking. Maybe you pick a particular category, you pick a buy category, you pick a clothing category, you pick which other thing there, accessory category. As you are picking them, your measure is changing in response to whatever you pick. That's what I'm trying to pass across to you there. So allowing for fast and dynamic ad hoc data exploration. That is what your measure does for you. It makes analysis easier and better for you. For example, calculated columns are useful, but you are required to operate row by row. Other situations might require a simpler method. Consider a situation where you want to aggregate the operate over an entire data set. So because you want to cover the entire data set, your measure will help you out. And you want total sales of 4 rows. Furthermore, you want to slice it, you want to dice it, the data by other criteria like total sales by year, by employee, or by product. Depends on the way you want to slice your information. Okay? So to accomplish those tasks, you will use a measure. You can build a measure without writing that code. The one we did last week, we did write a code. Okay? Power BI will write it for you when you create a quick mail. So create a quick mail that we've done last week. So let's move on. So calculated column, you may want to have a calculated column is an extension of a table using a DAX formula that is evaluated for each row. A DAX formula will evaluate for each row. Look at the example of formula you have on your screen. You have a total price, and you are saying your total price is say the quantity of your quantity field of your sales order multiplied by unit price. Quantity multiplied by unit price will give you your total sales. Okay, so that's allow you to augment the data that you bring in from data source by creating a calculated column that didn't originally exist. Take note, with your DAX, you can generate a column that wasn't exist before when you are bringing your information to your Power Query. But the downside of it is that I'm encouraging you that whatever calculation you envisage you want to do it in your data source before you import to your Power Query. Because when you don't do that, by the time you are coming to your Power Query, you are adding more information, you are adding more calculations that your Power Query will be doing online when you are to run your reports. So I will encourage, yes, it's visible, it's allowed, it's there, but the question is always some calculation you must do from the source. Like total sales, when you are looking at your data from the source, you should be able to know, definitely I'm going to need a total sales or what comes up, write the formula for it in your Excel and generate the value there. And bring only the results to your Power Query. For example, assuming that you are importing data from a database that contains sales transaction. Each individual sales transaction has the following columns: order ID, product ID, quantity, and unit price. notice that a column doesn't exist, okay, for the total sales amount for each order. I would rather prefer you do it from your source before you take it to your Power Query. Hello, am I communicating there?
Very well.
Yes.
Good. I want to believe your Tableau facilitator must have mentioned something similar to like this to you too. So it's better you do all your calculations in the source before you come to either Power Query or Tableau. You can start using that by creating a calculator column that multiplies the unit price, like I have on the screen for you, unit price and the quantity. The calculator column will create a value for each row called total price. Create the new column by selecting the ellipse, and you will see that way we want to demonstrate it. Okay? So don't let me bore you here now with theory. Okay? Column versus mayor. What's the difference? Calculator column creates a value for each row in a table, while your mayor only creates a single value. Okay? Your calculator columns create a value for each row in a table. Calculator columns values are stored in Power BI, installed in your file. Mayors are calculated on demand. Your mayors on demand. It's not really on your Power BI. You write the formula, but it doesn't keep any value. It's only activates when you are running, when you are generating report with it. Mayors are calculated based on filters. Underline that. Mayors are calculated based on filters. Let me try and show you what I mean by that. Look at, let me come to your sales. Remember, we have a profit, okay, mayor, profit margin mayor. See this profit margin and profit that you see here is this mayor you have in your sales is not holding any value. It's just holding the formula until you drag it to the report view, until you drag your profit and profit margin here. Is now acting based on the value of accessory, clothing, component, bags, and total. But right in the sales here, in your data page, is not holding any value here. Am I communicating?
Yes.
So it's only when you drag if I take profit and profit margin away from your report, it's not doing anything. It doesn't have any value. It's just the formula, the formula you created that is there. It's like a shell. It's like a shell that is activating when it comes out. It's just like, yes, it's like a shell that doesn't act until you bring it to Limelight and it's accepting the value. I don't know if I'm passing message across to you. Good. Let's move on. Like I told you, I want to rush through the theory. I have a review question. Which are calculated on demand, calculated columns or mayor? Which are calculated on demand? Who has an answer for me? I just explain it.
Calculated measure.
Calculated mayor. Okay, thank you. Mayors. Which are based on filters, calculated columns or mayors? Which are based on filters?
Calculated columns.
Are you sure?
Show the measures.
Which one? Yes, I just explained to you that your mayors, when you drag your mayor, when your manual is on the pane, data pane, it doesn't have any context. It's only when you drag it to your report view that it's not making use of the filter that you have there. So it's your calculated mail. Okay? Any question for me? Can I move on? Real-time dashboard. So here I just want to introduce to you that your dashboard, your measures and calculated columns, you use it to generate what you have there. So how context affect dash measure is a difficult but necessary concept to comprehend. The ensuing visual will demonstrate how context affect dash measure, so you can see how they interact together. When your measure is on the data pane, it does, but when you drag it to your report, you will see a report like you have your total. Can you see your total sales? It's giving me your total sales. Look at the middle one. It's giving me your total sales per year. Look at the third one. It's giving me total sales by product and by product and the sales itself. So it depends on the filter you have on your system. So for example, these three visuals use the exact same DAX measure, total sales. Okay? This same permits me to take you back. This total sales formula that you have here, okay, that you are calling a total price, is what your DAX measure used to generate. Look at, hold on, let me take you back to that screen. Do you take note that I only have quantity unit price? 12 times 14, 168, am I correct? 10 times 9, 9.998. 5 times this, 174. 9 times this. This is what you have here. Okay? Okay? Now, when you now bring it to your dashboard, you can see that that single set of values you have here, the first thing is it aggregates all of them to be one. When you now change the kind of information you have again, that, okay, it's now saying I am aggregating these values based on year. Okay? And the next thing is now, oh, I am aggregating this year on products. Okay? Can you say it's telling me product 38? This is how much I have there. Product 29. This is total sales for it. Product 60. All along like that. You see the same set of total sales that you have in that column that you are showing in this measure. Am I communicating to everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to us? Good.
Yes, sir.
So your measure is a shell that your filter and your hierarchies will use to dissect your information. I want you to be reflecting on the hierarchy we explained last week. Okay? So by the time you come to hierarchy, it's going to be doing something like this for you. So though each visual uses the same DAX measure and therefore the same DAX formula, the visuals produce different results. For instance, the first visual shows the total sales measure for the entire data set. That's the first one you have there, entire data set. In this data set, total sale is $1.5 million or $1.35 million. In the second visual, total sale is broken down by year. That your $1.35 million is broken down by year. You can see in 2016, 0.7 million. In 2015, 0.66 million. In 2014, 0.23 million. Am I communicating? Okay. In the third visual, total sale is broken down by product ID. You can see that your product ID 38 is just $150,000. Your 29 product 29, $88,000. Can you see now? based on all the information you have there. With the Power BI, even though the mayor was only defined once, it can be used in these visuals in different ways. Am I communicating? Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Good. So each of the total is accurate and performs quickly. It is context of how the DAX measure is used that calculate this total accurately. So it's the context that you say it. Let me come to our beautiful ladies. You know what? Our ladies is our lady. But by the time you call a costumier for them, the guys need to be careful on your wedding. If some of us that are yet to marry, if you are not careful when they costume your wife for you, you will be wondering, is this Judith that I've been talking to for the past 2 years? Because they will make sure all the powders of this world, you understand what I want to say. You will dimension their face based on the beautification you put there. What you are calling beautification there is what your manual is doing for us. Do you get my concept there? Do you get the message I'm passing across?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Very well, sir.
I want to believe Ada Olisa can still remember your wedding date now. Am I correct? Ada?
Yeah.
Do you still remember your wedding day?
Yes, I do.
You still remember the person that beautifying you? Do you still remember?
I didn't do much.
You did do, but you did little, you did minor.
Yeah, because the person ended up disappointing me. The person came very late. So I'm
Holy Spirit. But your husband was still able to recognize him.
so,
He tried. Paradise. Did you surprise the guy? Paradise. Oh, Paradise can't talk to you now. Ebere, talk to me. What happened in your own day now?
You've said it all now.
Eh?
You've said it all.
Who?
I say you have said it all, or that the whole powder in the whole world.
The whole powder in the whole world.
Yes, sir. Different
Who is
colors.
a bachelor on this floor? Who is a bachelor here? Any bachelor in this class? Identify yourself. Ayobami.
Yes, I'm a bachelor.
Yeah, bachelor. So you are hearing what they are saying. Eh? If you love yourself, that money, quickly go to your wife's house. Go and see her first, so that when you meet her in the church or mosque, you will be surprised the human being you will see. You want to before one is to before arm. Anyway, a little digression there, just to tell us what your mayor is doing when it comes to report. It's based on the filter, the value, the context you will see on your report is based on the filter. I hope I've been able to convince and not confuse you. So interaction between visuals, you always change how the DAX measure is calculated. For instance, I'll show you the years there and the values, what they show. Selecting 2015 in the second visual change the filter. Okay, context to DAX measure. It modified the first. So all along like that, we will see all this when we come to the theory part. So let's move on, or when we come to the class. Good. Now, your measure is almost a kind of fixed calculation. But there are situations you want to use filter directly in your calculation. Okay, you want to use filter directly. That is where this functionality you are looking at here comes in. I hope we are going to use calculate in our basic class. So when you want to look at total sales for 2015 formula that you have on the screen, I just want to see the total sales for 2015 without others. So I will see some of total price, okay? Then some of where year 20,000, where other date is 2015. The above will just give me the sum of 2015 alone. This is what you are going to see there. Sales for 2015 alone. So you will not see any other thing. You're going to give me a sales of 2015 alone. Okay, we will see that. Let's move on. So I've come to the end of that theory. I'm moving faster than you see it practically. Which dance function evaluates an expression in a modified filter context? Which function does that? Hello? Which are the functions? Which dance function evaluates an expression in a modified filter context? The moment you mention filter, something should ring in your head. What should be?
Calculated measure. Calculation, not calculated function. The moment you are talking of filter in your calculation is calculated function. Okay, calculate function. Why will you want to override the default context? Why? To create measures that behave according to your intentions, regardless of what the user selects, irrespective of whatever user selects in your measure. Whatever you are selecting is what is determining the information it's showing you. But when you have a calculated with filter, is irrespective of what you select, this is what I want to see. That is what makes this what you are having here difference. Here is based on this formula. The other one here is based on what you pick. When you pick on total sales for the year, total sales per year, total sales per product ID. That's the difference. Hello? Good. That takes me to the end of part 1. And I've told you we are not going to talk about advanced DAX here. So I'm going to end the theory. We are moving. Any question for me? Any question for me? Hello, class?
Not from my side.
Okay.
Get down to practical.
Okay. If there is no question for me, have you started your Power BI?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we want to start applying what we've learned there. The first thing we are going to do, remember we renamed our salesperson table last week. Salesperson, remember we call it salesperson performance. Do you remember? Look at your data pane.
Yes, sir.
Good. So the first task is we are going to generate another table. We'll start from the rear. We use our calculate function. Okay. So in this task, you will create a salesperson calculated table, direct relationship to sales. A calculated table is created by first entering the table name, followed by the equal to sign, followed by a DAX formula that returns a table. The table name can't already exist in the data model. Take note of that explanation. The formula bar supports entering a valid DAX. It includes features like autocomplete, intelligence, and color
So I will not see
coding.
what you're doing.
Oh, no. Can you see my Power BI screen? Hello?
Yes, that's
I am just explaining what I want to do. I have not
okay.
done it. I'm explaining what I'm about to do for you now. Okay? So, now, let's now move to, if you are not in report view, maybe you are model view. If you are here or here, go to your report view. The first one, this. Make sure you are here. Okay? On your modeling menu, look on top of your menu, you have File, Who, Insert, Modeling. Can you see that? Click on Modeling menu. Have you seen that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, inside your calculation group, if you move from your left to the right, the first thing you see is relationship below your menu bar. You have a relationship, you have your calculation, you have your page refresh, you have parameters, security, question and answer. Come back to calculation, you see a new table there. Click on the new table. Great. So it generates something like similar to your Excel for me. It has generated a kind of formula bar for you. Formula bar. Let me flip you back to Excel. Some of us that wrote formula in Excel. Okay, let me see. You remember this, right? Hello, class, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
See? Let me see. I hope this guy will have a value. Doesn't. Give me some seconds. Let me see. Okay. Let me do this. Let me see. Sales. Can you give me a product name? Let's generate value. Let's say sales, weekly sales. Weekly sales. Okay. We want to generate some value. Let's say you are selling book. Let's say you now weekly sales, you come here and see sale. So book, you sold $10,000. Which other things do you sell? Shoe. Talk to me on 15,000. Which other thing? Talk to me, class. Generate data for me.
Bag.
Bag. How much?
20,000.
20,000. What again? Let's have about 10 items.
T-shirts.
T-shirts. How much?
5,000.
5,000. What products?
Dress.
Dress. How much?
12,000.
12,000. What again?
Nice.
Eh?
Nice.
I can't hear you.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice in the kitchen.
Oh, nice. Thank you. How much?
6,000.
6,000. Hope you are counting when we have 10. We are okay.
Bottle.
What other thing? Bottle,
Mm,
right?
yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, that is wrong. So how much?
1,000.
Eh?
6,000.
8,000.
Yes. Yes.
How many products do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more.
Pots.
Pots. Thank you. How much?
40,000.
For
40,000.
40,000. Thank you. 2 more.
Plate.
Spoon. Or plate.
Plate. Plates. How much?
15,000.
15,000. Last one.
Spoon.
Spoon.
Yeah.
Thank you. How much?
11,000.
11,000. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's just stop here. So these are your weekly sales that you captured. Remember in Excel, when you want to sum them up, what you simply do is you come to a cell like this, you write an equal to sign. Do you remember that? And say sum. Do you remember that in Excel?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You now say your D3 colon D12 and you close bracket and press enter, and you have your value here. You come here and say total, right? Good. That is the same, that is Excel for you. Remember in Excel, okay, Excel, you don't give your formula label, okay? This is the difference between your Excel and Power Query. Every formula you wrote in Power Query, or you write, sorry, in Power Query, will have a label. You give it a name to identify it. And remember, when I was explaining measure for you, I was trying to picture when you select a column of values like this, and I said, when you come on your task bar, can you identify what you see? There are 3 things that is showing you. Can you identify?
Average.
To give you count, average, and sum.
It's giving you average, count, and sum. But these values, the moment you deselect, it disappear. So this is what your quick measure or measure is doing. When you write your quick measure, it doesn't hold any value. The moment you click outside, it wipes off. It doesn't keep it. So what you are seeing below is your quick measure. The average, count, and sum is your quick measure functionality. Whatever result you are having here depends on what you select. If I go up now and I select only book to T-shirt, whatever result you have here is going to be based on that. Am I communicating? Hello? Hello, class. Your measure is content sensitive. Okay? It's only your formula that is Now look at, if I select from dress to the end, what do you see? You see a different value. Average, count, sum. Let's assume I pick from bag to plate, you see a different value again. So your measure is based on whatever information you are selecting. I've explained two things to us here now, right? Any question? Do you understand me? Do you understand me, class?
It's clear, sir.
It's clear. Great. Thank you. Let me save that file in case of another time. Great. So now, let me now go to my formula. The first formula is you want to create a table, you want to generate a new table from the existing one. So I'm going to now, like I told you, unlike your Excel, your Power Query will request a name, and that's why it's giving you a table name. Since I've said a new table, and I want to call it a sales person. A sales person. That's the table I want to generate. Sorry, I supposed to, I will delete this table. I don't need it. Sales person. I can write my formula on a straight line, but for clarity's sake, hold down your shift key, press enter to generate another line. Okay, and this time around, I want to put your apostrophe and look for which table am I looking at. I'm looking at, and I told you that it's auto contest. So as I type in, it's suggesting that since I want to create a table, it's giving me the list of the tables I have in my Power Query. So I want to create a table similar to salesperson. Okay, so when you do this, press your enter. Look at your data pane. I hope you are doing it. If you are doing what I'm doing, look at your data pane. A salesperson will have been generated. Can you see it? Hello, respond to me.
Yes,
Good. Look at the salesperson on your data pane. What do you see as a symbol beside it? What do you notice?
it has a table and a calculator.
A calculator. That is telling you that this is a calculated column. That is, you use a formula to generate the column. And it's going to contain the same information you have in your Salesforce. If I click on it now, you will see the same. Oh, let me come to table view. Come to table view. See, look at employee key, employee ID, sales, title, UPN. Take note of those columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Look at your salesperson performance. How many do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only thing it will do is it will copy any relationship on your sales performance. If I come to model here, let me show you the model. Look at your salesperson. There's a relationship with target. There's a relationship with sales. There's a relationship with salesperson region. It will look at your salesperson here. There's no relationship between it and anything. That's only, it won't copy the relationship. But it will copy every context, every data. if you have 1 billion data in that sales, you're going to copy the 1 billion data to the new table you just created. Hello, am I communicating? Hello?
Yes, you are.
Are we together? Good. Thank you. So it copies data only. However, model properties like visibility, formatting, they are not going to, or relationship is not going to copy it. So you are encouraged to enter white space, that is carry you are encouraged to put a space in the line so that it will be very clear. Nothing more, nothing more, nothing more. It's for clarity. Okay. So note calculated tables are defined by using that formula, their return table. It is important to understand that calculated tables increase the size of the data on your model. This is a calculated table. It's increased data on your model on this file. It's just like when you save a Word document. The more character you're adding to your Word document, the more big the file is. Do you know that? So this one now, we've added a new information to your Power BI. Okay, so it's increasing the size of the file. So it's recommended that most of the formula you want, do it on your table, on your source before coming here. So because it's recomputing them all the time, it's only a formula. So unlike your Power Query source tables, you can't use your calculated column to load data. You can't use it. You can't use it. You can't be able to load data from external table source. This one is not connecting to any external table source. It's only on Power Query. But all these other ones you see here are from your data source. If you make a change to your source outside, there's not going to change it on the Power Query one. No, they are not linked. It's only your sales, okay, that is going to change. Your salesperson, when you make a change to your source, it's going to reflect on your salesperson performance. Am I communicating? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are already in the model view. If you are not in model view, switch to model view. Switch to model view. Okay. Okay. Now, so look, make sure your salesperson table is available. Make sure it's available. You may need to readjust your arrangement. Drag this one down a bit. Drag target a little bit there up. Okay. So let the salesperson be visible like this. Okay. You want to create a relationship between your salesperson and sales. I told you it doesn't have a relationship. Okay. So click on your 1 minute, please. On the phone. Give me water. So we want to create a relationship between our sales table and salesperson that we just created. So come here and say new relationship. You still remember? So from salesperson, can you say our salesperson here now? And sales table. Select your sales, this. Again, remember, because they are the same structure, the same column. So you will see your employee key here. So employee key is in both the sales and salesperson. And again, make the relationship active, and it's one to many from your
salesperson to employee, click on save. Close. So if all things being equal, you will see that it has created a relationship between your sales person and sales table. Is that clear? Any question? Are we good? Hello? Hello,
Yes,
are we?
press.
Okay, good. Now, look at between your salesperson performance and your sales. Right-click on the relationship between the salesperson performance and the sales. Look at me here. Let me expand it very well. Can you see this that is broken? Right-click on it and delete it. We don't want a relationship between our salesperson performance and sales table. Okay, so delete this. Do you want to delete the relationship? Yes. So there is no relationship between salesperson and salesperson performance. Have you done that? So now you can now analyze your sales by salesperson region, okay? Using sales performance there. So on your salesperson table, remember in your salesperson performance, employee ID, employee key, and UPN are hidden because you don't need them. So for report, likewise, you are going to do for salesperson, employee ID. I hope you are on model view. You can't do this outside model view. Click on your employee ID, hold down your control key, click on employee key, click on UPN, and look at your ED. Click on it and hide it because you don't need it for report authoring. Okay?
I'm sorry, sir. What are we hiding, please?
Employee ID, employee's key, and UPN. 3 of them. Click employee ID first, hold down your control key, click on employee key and UPN, and click his AD. Are you through with that? Have you done that, everybody? Hello? Have you done that? Paradise, have you done that? Ayobami, Babajide, Bode, Iberi, have you done it? Olabanji, have you done it? Done, okay. Okay, thank you. Now, look at description under your property. So, click inside your description and type sales person related to sales. Okay, sales person related to sales.
This salesperson will be used to analyze your sale. So you click outside the box to accept it. So, and remember, if you point to your salesperson, it's going to show that you're coming. Coming. I will find out it's supposed to show us as 2 tick. Okay, let me go back to the model. For your salesperson performance, his own description will be salesperson related to regions. To region or regions. I wonder why the sales zone really that. See, I think something went wrong here. This person. Okay, great. So look at it, it's showing it as a 2 tip there. That's what I'm trying to demonstrate. So the data model now provides 2 alternatives where analyzing salespeople. You can analyze based on salesperson. You can analyze your sales based on the sales rep. While you can analyze your sales based on the region they all attached to. Okay? So it's analyzing sales based on region assigned to the salesperson. That takes me to the end of that. Any question for me? So let's go to our report view. Remember last week, we took out, if you remember last week, I had to click on File, Options and Settings, Options, under your data load on current file, we uncheck auto date time so that it doesn't create an hierarchy for us. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Hello, class. Do you remember that we did this? Okay. So now we want to create our own date hierarchy. But before you do that, we need to create a date table. A date table. So we'll come back to our modeling.
This time around, new table. For days, we want to call our date table dates. So you give it a name, dates. Sorry. Remove the table there and call it dates. Is that clear to you? We want to create, we are preparing to create a dates hierarchy. So please, this will take us a while for us to create the hierarchy because we need to build up those items. So for us to create a date table, we've started by requesting for new table called dates. Click in front, hold down your shift key and press enter. This time around, you are going to say, you are going to make use of a function called calendar auto. And I told you it's auto context sensitive. So it's giving me the formula, calendar auto. Remember that I explained to you last week, financial year. And I remember I told you that the financial year for the sales we're analyzing is between July and June. Here you are going to quote the last month of the year of our financial year, which is 6th month of June. You will quote it in value as a parameter for the function. So this now, press enter. So this you press enter. So it's going to automatically generate a table for you. It has generated a table for you. And I told you that when you are, there's an artificial intelligence part of a Power BI. When you are doing anything on dates, like this table we are generating now, let's see it on table view. So this is your date table that generated it. What it does is the artificial intelligence I told you is going to identify the smallest date recorded in all the entire tables and the highest date. And it's going to pick the month of the smallest date and the month of the highest date and generate from that month. Like the minimum of this one is July. So that's why I generate a date for you from July 1, 2017. And if you click this one, you may not be able to identify which year you cover. But if you scroll down, you will see to the last, say our last year is 2020 here. We may not, this is just the information selected here. Don't worry, we will see that later. But when you look at the bottom of your date column, what do you see? You have 1,826 rows that cover the period. Okay? And let's move on. So that is the function of calendar auto. Now let's interpret what we have here because we will go further with it. Look at, you have a date table, a table called date, and a column called date. It automatically uses the name of the table to label the first column that you have in your calculated table. Hello, am I communicating? The name given to the table is date. So it's also go ahead and generate the first column as date. That's why you have a column date inside your date table. Any question? Take note of the formatting of your dates. Look at the date critically, you will see that what you have here, I have 7/1/2017. What you have in front is
hour, minute, seconds, and it's telling me the time zone, AM or PM. But look at this date. This computer is set up as an American computer. So it's making use of American date range. If your computer is British, it's going to write 01 or it's going to write 1/7/2017. In Britain, day before month. In America, month before day. Hello, am I communicating?
Yes, you're communicating.
Okay, good. So let's move on. So having calculated we've generated our table now. Now we want to generate another column. Okay. So now it's already giving me the column choose. Yeah. So look at new column. The moment you come to table view, so it's already telling me that it's already bringing me to a column choose that I only want to do anything on columns. So I want to create a new column in this table. So click on new column. So it's generating a formula for me to create a new column. So this time around, I want to create a financial year column. I want to create a column that will keep my financial year for me. Okay, so I am going to call the column year. Like I told you, every column you are creating using formula must have a label. So my column is year. I want to call it year. Okay, I want to press enter so that I will write the formula at the lowest and the below. So you have this. I want the content of my year to be preceded. Each of the cells, I want it to be preceded by 2 character FY. Okay, I want my financial year to be preceded by FY as a financial year. So I will type double quotes FY like that. Put a space. I want to concatenate that character with the next set of things I will do. So I will put ampersand sign. Look at this symbol that I'm putting. Your shift 7 will give me an ampersand sign. That is, join with whatever value that come next. Press space. Okay. This time around, I want the values. I want to add something to financial year. So I want to go, I'm saying go to date column, pick year part of the date. So let me write the formula before I explain. Yeah. So picking your dates. So let me continue the formula, then I will explain later. Plus if open brackets month colon, put your apostrophe and select a date in bracket dates. Then close this. Greater than or equal to 6, comma,
Then 1, you close the bracket. You may want to find out what this man doing. Let's run it, press enter. Can you recognize what you see now? Forget about the formula. Can you see them? So let me click on this filter, and what do you see here? Hello, what do we see
financial
here?
year, from 2018 to 2022.
Okay, okay, great. Now let's come to the formula. Let me copy this formula out for explanation. Do you see what I have there? Is it clear to you? Hello? Is it clear to you?
It's clear, but
I don't expect you to
it.
I don't expect you to understand. That's what I want to explain. The year you see on top here, the field name, that is this. That is what you type here. That's the same year you have here. Is that clear? Do you understand that part?
Yes, very well.
Okay. Look at the contents of the column FY 2018. That FY you have in front here is what is in double quote here.
Yeah.
Okay. You may want to wonder, this ampersand, what is he doing? Now, look at the year function. The year you see here is not the same as your field year. No. This is attribute. Remember the meaning of attribute or property. Just like the way you have a surname, last name, first name, middle name, address. They are your attributes. The Y with capital begin is an attribute of table date. Is that clear? Okay. But the year I selected here is a function. It's a function. And what is this function doing? Look at what I have inside brackets. Inside brackets, I have dates in quote, single quotes, and dates in square brackets. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
The date in square brackets is a date, is a column. Is this date in this column? The date you see in that bracket is the name of this column dates.
Okay.
Okay. The date in quotes is the table name date. The table, the name of this, the name, remember the name of this table is date.
Yeah. Yes.
That
Yes.
you remember that?
Yes,
that
sir.
you have here.
Yes.
This date table is what is inside the single quotes. Now, you are saying this year function that you see in front, you are saying go to date table. In date column, extract the year from that column. Bring out the year. Go to date table, which is in single quotes. This year is a function. You are instructing Power BI query. You are telling Power BI, say, Power BI, when the moment Power Query saw this year, you are saying, Power BI, go to date table. In the date column, extract the year part of the date for me. bring out the year part of the date table for me. That is the meaning of what you wrote here. That's the meaning of this function here. Go to the date table. In the date column, extract the year part. That is, I am not interested in the month. I'm not interested in the day, but I'm interested in the year.
Yeah.
Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, it's clear.
So that is what brought out this 2018 for you. So you go to that cell, pick the year, which is 2018, and ignore the month and day. I only need year. Clear?
Yes.
Good. Now, because I have a financial year. My financial year ends in June. Remember, like I told you, the beginning of when you say your financial year is 2018 and the end of the calendar financial year is June, it means your calendar year starts from 2017 and end up in 2018. When you are looking at financial, okay, let's say you are looking at financial year, your financial year, I've explained to you, is either it begins from January to December. Okay? If it's January to December, you don't have a problem. It's just a whole year. But the moment you cross year, your financial year name will be the year that it ends.
Okay.
Say like when you are looking at financial year 20, if your financial year began in March, definitely it's going to end up in February. Or let's say your financial year begins in July and ends up in June. That means for 2024, financial year 2024 has begun in July 2023.
Yes.
Financial year 2025 began in July 2024.
24.
As we are talking now, we are in financial year 2025 for anybody that runs July to June. So we are already in financial year 2025. Am I communicating?
You're communicating, sir.
Good. Knowing fully that when you are now when I'm extracting this year, I am now testing which month is this financial year I'm extracting. If it's the month of July, that means the year that is there sustains. Okay? Okay. Now, let's now go to the second part of it. Now look at, forget about the point if there. Based on the year function I explained, can you imagine what month is doing? What is month doing now?
The month in the date column.
In the date column. Thank you. The month, the year function extracts the year in the date column. The month extracts the month. So with this, you are saying, go to the date table. In the date column, extract the month of the date. Okay? So this time around, when I'm looking at the first one here, I don't have interest in 2017 and 7. I have interest in 1. The month is 1. Am I correct?
Yes.
From the first date, yeah, the month is 1.
1.
So it's going. This month is going to extract 1 from my date because it's treating your dates row by row. So it's picking row 1 and say, what month do I have? What value do I have in the month? 1. Is that clear?
Yes. You
are now saying if the value of this thing, which is 1, is greater than 6. That's the meaning. You are saying if the month value of my day
is greater than 6, add this value I have here. 1, add it to the year
The year.
I extracted. Guys, this thing is returning a numerical value to you. This one is giving you year 2018 in value, the month in number. So now, the month I extracted from the first row here is what? 1, right?
Yes.
So is 1 greater than 6?
No.
No. So it's not going to obey. This thing is not going to have value. That's why I kept 2018. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you look at the days consecutively, look at it. Month here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at here is 7.
The
Sorry.
The month you are looking at, the month first.
The month, not day, the month. The month is
The
7.
month, exactly.
The month. Thank you.
July.
The month is 7. So if month of this day greater than 6, add 1.
Add 1. So I've added 1 to 2017 to make 2018
Thank
to give us
you. So it
financial
has
year for
added 1 to
2018.
2017 to give us 2018. Thank you. So the year I started, year is 2017, added 1, give me 2018.
Yeah.
Thank you for following me. Okay? And when you are scrolling down,
To June of 20.
come to August.
Yeah.
Come again.
Up to June of 2018.
Yes. Let me go down. So when you now come to June, look at when you
from
have
January of 2018.
Hold on, not January.
From January of 2018, it will not obey that +1.
Yes. Until June. No, until June 30 in 2018.
Yeah.
June 30, 2018, because it's crossed. Look at your June 30. Oh, okay, June 30. When your month is 6, look at it.
Yeah.
So your month is 6 here. If the month is greater than 6, is 6 greater than 6?
No, it's not.
No, so it's still going to
So
add.
it's not adding up.
It's going to add 1.
No, it's not adding up.
Sorry. Get it right. From
January
1, 2018 now.
Yes. So it will stop adding 1
January
to it.
1. Okay. Let's take it again. When the month is greater than 6, it's going to add 1.
Add 1 to it.
So 7 is greater than 6, it's going to add 1 to 2017. Make it 2018.
Yeah.
8 is greater than 6, it's going to add 1 to 2017, 2018. 9 is greater than 6, it's going to add 1 to 2017, 2018. 10 is greater than 6, it's going to add 1 to 2017, 2018. 11 is greater than 6, 12 is greater than 6. Until when you
January
get to
2018.
January 1, 2018, is 1 greater than 6? No. But remember the year this time around is 2018. So it keeps our 2018 for us. We are already in January 2018. All along like that up till June. Up to June 2018.
Yeah.
June. Is 6 greater than 6? No. So it's not going to add 1 to 2018. So it keeps your 2018. So that is why you have from July 2017 to June 30, 2018, financial year 2018. Now, July 1, 2018, another thing happened.
The financial year changes.
Now it says if the month which is 7 greater than 6 is 7 greater than 6,
Yes.
yes. But the year you started is 2018, right?
Yes.
So you are going to add 1 to
1 to 2018.
2018. So it becomes financial year
2019.
2019. All along like that. Am I communicating to us? Hello? Is there anybody that don't understand this formula in this class? So that is how you generate your financial year 2018. Okay? Supposing you want a space in between your financial year 2018, you want FY space 2018. Simply come to this your FY, second quote, put a space there. Can you see that? And press enter. So you see now that I've put a space. You are in control of it. Okay? But I want to keep it as that. Remove the space. I don't want the space there. So that is how to generate. You can now see that you can see your financial year separate. Huh? That's you have financial year 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. So you have a date, you have some capturing of transaction in 2021 to 2022. Any question?
Not from my side.
Okay. So now we want to generate for quarter and months. Quarter and months. Okay. We have it now. Let's go to your lab notes. No, not your lab notes. Okay, let me come to all files. Your all files. I have a snippet there in your all files. Remember this, your all files folder. Click on it. PL300. There is a folder resources. Double click on that resources. Am I correct? No. Setup, sorry. Under setup. Am I correct? No. Sorry, hold on. Where am I? It should be resources.
So you're not sharing your screen. I think you're just sharing your.
No. Don't worry. I'm trying to check something. I'm coming.
Okay.
Just a moment. Nothing. Oh, sorry. This is I think I've gotten what I want. Let me bring it up for you. Okay. Okay. Come to your all files, this folder all files.
Are we together now? Hello? Hello, class?
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Double click on PL 300. Double click on labs. Come to this create calculation. This number 4. That's where we are. Create that calculation in Power BI. Double click on it. Okay. There is an asset folder in it. Double click on that asset. You have a snippet there. Okay. Open it.
I'm lost.
Oh, you are lost.
Yes, sir.
Let me find you. You remember this file. Forget about where my own is. You remember all files in your whichever folder. I expect it to be my folder. Do you remember these all files?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you there? Are you in that location where it is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Double click on it. You have PL 300, right?
Yes, sir.
Double click on this. You have labs.
Yes, sir.
Please double click on the labs. It lists all the labs for us.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Click on create. Double click on the number 4 lab. Double click on it. And you now, have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Under you will see 3 folders there: asset, solution, and starter. Double click on assets. Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
If you double click on these snippets, it's going to come up with this for you. It's going to come up with this. The list of the formula I'm demonstrating for you is there. The formula. This is the first one that creates your salesperson. The second one that creates your dates table. The one that creates your year column. Now we want to create a quarter column. Okay? Because I don't want to waste time, I will have typed all this in one by one. I will simply copy the formula itself like this. Do you see what I select?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you are following me, I click, copy it, minimize it, don't close. Minimize this. So in your column tools, here, click on new column, new column. So you are here, your column is still selected in your formula bar like this. As it selects, press your Ctrl V on your keyboard to paste the formula you copied from the notepad like this. Have you done that? I will do some little adjustment here to make it clearer for us. So I'm going to bring these 3 to the next line up. You may leave it as it is, but if you are following me, this 4, I want to bring it this place. Then I want to bring this here like that. And finally, I want to bring it that way. Good. So I will press enter. Let me generate my column. Okay. Can you see the quarter column? Hello? Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello. Sir.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
you
following.
see a column label quarter, right?
Yeah.
You have a financial year 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have Q1.
Q1.
Okay. So if I click on the filter button, let's see what you have. Can you see? Financial year 2018, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. 19, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. 21, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter 2022, quarter 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that from based on this little explanation, you understand that part, Abi? Just as if you cover the formula in your head. But you understand what I just explained? What you are looking at, do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. He is believing, Abi. Now
Yeah,
the question is,
more or less. Sir,
okay.
does it mean that anytime we are going to do something related to, I'm talking about real life situation, this
Yes.
we have to go through this formula
Yeah.
writing thing.
The moment you have premonition to analyze your data with timeline, you will do this. The beauty of it is standard forever.
Okay.
So you can always copy this
Refer
and
to it.
transfer to your new, you can always refer, you can always reference this in any project you want to do. Hello. That's why I'm taking time to explain it to you. It's standard. Except if you have different things you want to introduce. But when it comes to financial year, quarter is the same. Now,
Okay.
Now let's explain the formula now. Let me come to this place. If you follow my explanation when I was doing generating financial year, you should have a less confusion here. You see the same thing, but just a little, you just expanded that one more. Okay? So let's now go through it. You understand your field name to be quarter, right? You understand this one? Do you?
Quarter, yes.
Aha. Okay. Now, this time around, all these things we do, we can put them on a single line.
On a single line.
But just because we want it to be clear to you, that's why we put them on separate line, nothing more. I can write this thing. Let me show you. Let me copy. I can decide to say this thing is this.
Yeah.
What's what I'm doing now? I will simply reduce the size so that you can see it. Pardon me for taking this time. I just want you to appreciate there's no magic in what we are doing. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's
Yes.
the same formula you have there that is here. Now let me come and surprise you. To let you know, let me minimize.
let me come to my formula about this. Right? Okay. So that it will be clearer to you, let me remove this column. Delete it. Yes. Abi, we don't have it there now. Okay. New column. So new column. So paste it. Can you see all of them in the same line? Press enter. What is it saying?
I think there's a space between the quarter and the concatenation.
Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. See me. See this one. I didn't remove
Okay,
it.
the column.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So can you see now that irrespective of the way you write it, it is still going to generate a formula for you. The whole essence of spacing them is to make it clearer when you are going through. Is that clear? Nothing more than that. So new column. It's still the same thing. Now let's come back and explain it. Let's now understand the formula. Okay, we understood quarter as our heading, right? Is that not so?
Yes.
Hello, good. You are now saying equal to this. Go to date table. Go to date column. No, go to date table.
Yeah.
Date table. This code is date table. Remember, here is also a table, right?
Yeah.
Go to date table. Pick year.
Yeah.
The column year in the date table. Remember, you put your date in square bracket here. The column in that table. So pick your, go to date table, pick year column. Which, yes. Okay. Concatenate. This is concatenate sign. Concatenate with, put a space between Q. Concatenate it with Q. That is why you have financial year 2018, which is this, space Q. Is that clear to you?
Yeah.
If I go ahead and put a different character in that place, that's what it's going to show me. If I come here and say I want it to be M.
R.
Okay, R. And press enter. What do you see?
That's changed to R.
If you said K, any character you pick is what it's going to put. Why do you think we now pick Q? Why do you think you pick letter Q?
Quarter.
Thank you.
Synonymous to
quarter, that's all.
quarter.
So I just want you to understand there is no magic. So now, how do you now identify is quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, quarter 5? Quarter 4. Let's do quarter 4. Let's do one analysis. your financial year begins in July, am I correct?
Mhm.
That means July, August, September. What quarter is that?
Q1.
Eh?
Quarter 1.
Quarter 1. Now, October, November, December. What quarter is that?
Quarter 2.
Okay. January, February,
March.
March. What quarter is that?
Quarter 3.
April, May, June. What quarter is that?
Quarter 4.
Simple. That's what you want to test. If you understand that, you are now say, okay, oh, I want to add a quarter I am in to Q. So that's where the next ampersand here comes in. This one. And where is the value that will determine my quarter come from here? You are saying if you remember, you still remember the function month above. You still remember
Yes.
the function month here.
Yes.
The same thing you are doing here now is what I now replicate down here. You are saying if extract the months of date column in date table. Extract the month, date column in date table. You are saying if the month, the value of the month that is less than or equal to 3.
Okay.
You look at you evaluate the first thing here. If the month you are testing from the lowest value now, you are testing, you are counting down. If the month value of my date is less or equal to 3, that is if it is 1, 2, and 3, then it is quarter 3. Hello, calm down, understand me. Remember your quarter 3 is January, February, March. Am I correct?
Yes. January, February, March. Yes.
January, February, March. Let's take it again.
It's quarter 3,
1.
yeah. July, August, September.
Let's remind that. Don't worry. Let's remind ourselves so that you link it. Quarter 1 is July, August, September. Quarter 1. You can write it down so that you follow me. Write January and write July, August, September. Put quarter 1 in front. October, November, December. Put quarter 2 in front. January, February, March. Quarter 3. April, May, June. Quarter 4. Let's do it this way so that you understand. January, February, March equal to 3, right? Oh, let's start from, don't mind me, don't mind me. Let's start from July,
August, September.
August, September equal to 1, right? October, November, December equals to 2.
Oh.
Then January, February, March equal to 3. Then April, May, June equal to 4.
Oh.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Remember what you are calling July is 7, Abi?
Yes.
Another way you can put this in is 7, 8, 9.
No.
Another way you can put this one is okay, is 10, 11, 12. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Another one you can put your third. This one is 1, 2, 3. Am I correct?
Yes.
And the last one is 4, 5, 6. Is that clear? Good. Now, incidentally, is these values that you are testing here? Is these values that you are testing in your formula there? Is this value you are testing? And what the confusion this formula simply introduces that it started from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It starts from, you understand that now? That's where the confusion comes from. Okay? Now let's now see it. You are saying if my month, the month I extract from my date column is less or equal to 3. See that selection. Always see this group of expression. Before what next? You are saying the month is less or equal to 3. That is, if the month is 1 or 2 or 3, then my quarter is quarter 3. Is that clear?
Add 3 to the Q.
Add 3 to Q now. Good. Now, the moment is not there. That means if it is not true, if the month extracted is not true, is not within this range, it's not going to go to the next test. It's not going to say, if my month extracted is less or equal to 6, which is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it any of these? Then I add 4 to my quarter. Remember, it has tested 1, 2, 3, eliminate. It now move on to checking 4, 5, 6. So if the number I'm looking at is any of 4, 5, 6, it's going to add 4 to my Q. Is that clear?
Yes, it's
okay. Now, if it's not 4, 5, 6, it has eliminated that now. It now moves to the last one. It's now saying if my month is less than 7, less or equal to 9 is now, 4, 5, it has already eliminated 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6, yes.
Okay. It's now looking at 7, 8, 9 because it's saying, is it less or equal to 9? Is it 7? Is it 8? Is it 9? So if it's 7 or 8 or 9, add 1 to Q. Definitely that's quarter 1. Now, if it's less or equal to 9, it's going to add
Go to 1.
Add 1.
Otherwise, add 2.
Be patient. Otherwise, add 2.
Yeah, makes sense.
The moment it's not 7, it's not 8, it's not 9, definitely it's going to be either 11, 12, or 11. Sorry, it's going to be either 10,
11, 12.
or 12, which is quarter 2. Hello, class. Am I communicating? Have I confused anybody here? Please talk to me. Hello, class.
No, with you, sir.
Do we understand this formula?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So I will switch. Okay. Let me just put it on top.
Okay, let it be here in between, or no, let me put it on top. Okay. See as yeah, keep it here. Come. Let me just, okay, let me put it in resources formula. Okay, any question on that? Any question on that? So the next thing I want to do, let me go to our snippets. I want to extract the month column, So let me come to our snippets here. This. I want to have a month column. So I will pick this. Create a new column for me. And I want it to become month. This. Press enter so that you see what I have. Can you see? 2017 July, 2017 August, 2017 October, November, December, 2018 February. This time around is just extracting the month of the year. So this one is not about financial year. It's just extracting the month in my dates. Okay? Whatever I have in date column, extract the month and put it in another column. Now let's explain this. Okay, so let me come here. Can you see the formula here? Can you see this? Hello, are we together? Hello, class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at my heading here, months. We all understood that now. You are saying this function, go to date table, date column. This format is simply saying extract the year and month for me. This formats. This one you are saying go to date table, date column, extract year and month for me. Year and month for me. Year and month for me of my dates. YYY stand for the value of the year. MMS, 3M stand for month. Now we can now surprise ourselves here. Yeah? Look at this is go to date table, date column, extract year 2017 from these dates, extract month and write it. Now let's vary. If I make this thing 4M, what happened? M and press enter. What do you notice? Hello?
The full,
It
Starting
will
the
give me,
the full
it will
spread
give me the
of the
full
month.
month. Remember that you achieve that with 4 M character in the format. If you reduce it by 1 and make it 3, like we have, it's just going to give you the abbreviation, the 3-letter months. Okay? If you go ahead and say remove it, the third one, press enter. It's going to give you the numeric of the months: 07, 08, 09, 10, 11. Okay? Then, if you remove if you keep it as M, simple 7, the digits. Okay? All along like that. That's what it's going to do. Now, if you remove the M, it's going to simply give you the year of the dates, as if you are extracting the year alone. Is that clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
This? Okay. Now, we simply want it as MMM, meta 3. So you have this for our month column. Now, we want to test what we've done up to this level. Wow. Take a little time tonight. Pardon me. Come to your report.
Time is
Okay.
you can just find a suitable place to handle.
To stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's demonstrate here and stop. Let's demonstrate here and stop. Then we'll continue next class. So add a new page here. This time around, we want to make use of our matrix. Okay? We want to make use of our matrix. So come to your, look at matrix here. Add matrix to your report view. Remember, I always say drag them so that you have this. Expand this a bit. You can always come back. Come to your date table. Okay? Look at your rows under the visualization. Drag your year. This year under your date table, drag it to these rows. Okay? 2 options. Either you drag it here, or you just come to this place after selecting your matrix, click on year. So it's going to put it here for you. Okay? Which one is convenient for you? Which one is?
You can drag it.
You want me to
Drag
drag? Okay. Point to the year, hold down your mouse, drag and drop on the row. Here. It's going to do the same thing. Okay. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. Let's quickly add format so that it will be bigger. Column heading. Make it times Romans like we normally agree. Make it 20. And make the heading bold so you can see your year there. Now, let's come to row header. Row, come here. That's the header because I'm looking at matrix. Make it time Romans. Make it 20. Enter. Make it bold. Then come to 3 things. Column header, row header, then come to value. Make it, that's what the content that you drag later. Make it time Romans and let it be 18 so that it will be bigger. Good. Having done those 3 things, let's come back to visualization. So the next thing after dragging our year to column,
We want to drag our months into the rows too. Drag our months. This time around, come to the month, point to it, drag it. You have to be careful here. I want the month to be under the year. Okay, under the year. But when you drag it and you hold down your mouse, you move your mouse up and down so that you see where the line, the thick line stays. So because I want it at the bottom, so you drop it. So you're going to insert it here. Do you see that? Let me take it again. This time around, you can't click on check here to bring it. It's going to take it to a column. If I want the way your graph operates, is going to put the first thing you check on x-axis on the row. The next thing you check is going to put it on the column. But because I want them in hierarchical form, I want to demonstrate hierarchical form here. So I'm going to drag to under the year like this. So if you come up here and you see that it has put plus sign here. If you see it here, can you see? Yes. It has put your month under the year. Okay? Okay? Good. Okay, sir. Yeah. Please take note of what I did, what I have done there. So if you come to this place, let me expand this to cover this thing. This is matrix. If you come to the fork here, this fork symbol and click, it's going to expand. Look at, it's telling me financial year 2018, I have all these. But do you take note of one abnormality here? Can you see your August, December, July, November, October, November, this? Is that the way it's supposed to arrange?
No, sir.
Okay. So, okay.
So arranging it alphabetically.
Alphabetically. But is that the way your information should be?
No.
No. So, fortunately, we are tired tonight. I've stretched you enough. So we'll leave it at that and continue our next class. Okay, any question for me?
Not tonight.
Not tonight, okay.
Not for me tonight.
So, we kindly file save. We have 2 more classes to round up this section. This will be our 9th class. I'll be 9th time we are meeting. We cancel 1. Right? This is our 9th week. Paradise, am I correct? Is Paradise listening to me?
Adults are not Paradise.
Okay. Adalisa.
Yes, sir.
How many times have you met? Remember we cancel 1 class that I have a connection problem.
Yes, I think from the calculation you did with Paradise, the last class, this should be the 9th one.
This will be the 9th one. So that means you have 8 classes. Officially, you have 2 classes to round up. Okay.
Okay, Paradise said she will check and get back to you on Telegram.
Okay. So that we need to this time I took a longer time tonight because I'm following your the rate of your assimilation along with me. It's a bit slow, then this is a bit calculation. So that is ordinarily I will have jumped to my lab and move on. So I try to explain the basis and add the lab to it so that I won't lose as much people. And also this place is a little bit technical for me. I want to grab, that's why I try to slow down, a little waste of time. So sorry for that if you perceive I wasted your time, but my mindset is for you to understand what I'm teaching you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's very close.
Okay. So In our next class, we lay foundation. Ordinarily, if we're supposed to finish this class, next class, reports, and finally we look at dashboard. That's what's supposed to happen. But then, let's see what we can do in our next class. We've gone to almost half of this, so we'll continue our next class. So kindly let's see if we are tired. Agree with that? Click on File, Save. Okay? In a special or no question, then I will stop sharing.
The father just responded, said it's our 7th class.
So are you saying, including the one we cancel, making 8 times? Is that what you are saying?
He said, yes, sir. She
Okay,
responded.
say yes. Okay, this is so that means we still have 3 classes ahead of us.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. I'm good then. I'm good. Thank you. So next class, we round up this part and probably, so we are still in order then. We are still in order. Thank God I didn't rush you unnecessarily. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Paradise. Iberi, Olabanji. Olabanji, how is the class today?
All fine, sir.
All fine, okay? Bode, how is the class today?
All good, sir.
Babajide, how is the class?
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ada Lisa, how's the class?
The class was okay.
Ayobami. Ayobami, are you there? Ebere, how is the class? Okay, may I say good night to you all?
Good night, sir.
Thank you. Meet
Yes,
next
sir.
class. Meet next class. God bless you all.